salutations on my friends and family, fans and followers of the Zita Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for joining us here for episode 108 of The Revolution, part 1 of our greatest hits playlist episode. For the next 4 episodes left, I am your host with the most from the east to the west coast, like peanut butter on your breakfast toast. The one take one to the man who will steal your thunder. The one, the only Emperor Zita. And I am coming to you from the greatest place in the world, the Fortress of Solitude, here in Etobicoke, Ontario. Yeah, that's right, Canada. So, as I said, this week we have the first part of our greatest hits episode. I don't want to spoil it for you guys on what's on the episode. You're going to have to check it out. I will say we went back to the past, went back to the old school episodes, which is why I busted out the old school uniform, the Zita Nation version 1. So we have all kinds of great stuff for you this week. We have even more stuff for you next week. So let's get right into it. Anyways, that is enough for me. Let's get on with this show. Rock and roll, baby. And here we go. Welcome one and all to the Zita Nation. This is the beginning of the revolution. What you gonna do when the Zita Nation runs wild on you?
Tell the Zita Nation our big announcement.
There's a bun in the oven. Pregnant!
There you go. We are pregnant. There is another Zita coming soon.
Having a baby.
You can see by this ridiculous getup I am wearing, we are headed down to the Maid of the Mist here at Niagara Falls.
Taxis on a tree.
That's Lord Frank and Lady Iris of the land of Chichoni. We're about to go under the falls here at the Maid of the Mist. Say hi to people, Catherine. Catherine, say hi to the Zita Nation. Say hi to the nation. No.
He was a nice
And Grandma. And we have Mega.
La mamma nonna pensa per tutto, pure a te penso, padre.
Okay, well we gotta wait to... Well, they gotta keep moving. I see all the people. Hey, off! They're singing, that's right. Hey, Fred. Hey, Boomer. Say hi. Hi, people. This is my cousin Pina. want to go march? Okay. My daughter walking in her first St. Anthony's Day parade. Many more years to come.
Da un bianco castello fatato eri la mia regina ed io il tuo re e per noi
We're having a boy.
This is Big Mike. He's the enforcer here. You don't pay your tab at Rob's, you deal with him.
We're making sauce. Just when the tomatoes are ready and ripe.
Look at all the tomatoes. Holy.
Gotta wash the tomatoes, cut them. Take some of the seeds out so you don't, when you clean it, there isn't so much left over. You don't get it so sour with the seeds. Then you boil it till it becomes almost liquid. You take all the seeds out. This is with the sliced meat when it starts. When you first start boiling it, that's how they are, and then they go to the watery stage. You can't turn them, you just gotta flip them. But you gotta be careful you don't cook the pot. Once the shells are out, you gotta show them the shells. You put it back in. Can you la passana da ulit? And then you put it back in here to reboil it again. Put some salt and basil.
Some of the fresh basil they'll be putting into the sauce. Picked fresh out of Nana's garden. I said, this is my Nana's garden, by the way, where she grows the fresh basil. Now Papa's stirring the sauce, bring out all of its tomatoey goodness.
Look how thick it is, Mike. Once you reboil it again, you put it in the jars, which we haven't done right now yet, but we were going to once this boils again for a little while. And these are the jars, see? Pick it from here with the pot, a little pot there, see? And we fill the jars. You fill them, put the top on, put them in the box and let them cool, and you're ready to go. And you can make your spaghetti sauce.
Watching a little docu-film on YouTube. It's called Run from the Cure. That little documentary was saying that prior to 1910 or 1920, 90% of all the medicine was cannabis-based. A lot of the medicines back before 1920 had cannabis in it. When the big pharma came about in America, they sort of demonized cannabis, and they said it was a bad drug that would turn you mad and so forth. Reefer madness, they referred it to. By demonizing marijuana, they were able to then bring out their own less effective drugs in the market. This documentary, this guy in Nova Scotia, he was diagnosed with skin cancer in his face, and he went into surgery, pulled one out, was waiting for a next appointment to pull the second area that was infected. And then he recalled way back when on the radio that they were saying that cannabis actually shrank or killed cancer cells. So he said, well, in between his second operation, he would try some cannabis on it. So he put it on, and lo and behold, it wiped out his cancer in his face. So he goes running to the doctor, and he tells him, and the doctors should all, promote the cannabis oil. But he was told, no, that it's illegal, can't do anything, that he can't prescribe it, and so forth. Eventually, he went to CTV, Global News, and so forth, told him about the cannabis cure for cancer. Eventually, he cured his friends. Some of them were actually in their deathbeds with this cannabis oil that derived from the marijuana plant. There was a big news articles on it on TV. In the end, however, the RCMP charged him because he was serving time now in jail and so forth, but he thought he had this wonderful cure for cancer, yet even the Cancer Society says They won't even investigate it because they don't do the research. They just raise funds. Run from the Cure. That's a pretty good thing on YouTube, documentary that you can look at. Night wasn't getting any younger. It was a sober thought. So have another drink and give me all you got.
And these are our pumpkins with the candles inside. So that is my zombie wife. And you see my zombie princess. And this is zombie me. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!
I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
So we're here at home on Magda's due date. Me and Catherine went home while Magda stayed at the hospital to get an ultrasound. And I have been exchanging calls back and forth with her. Apparently she is having contractions. So hopefully Magda is in labor.
Mommy's having a baby. Mommy's having a baby. Mommy's excited.
We are here at Nana's house now. I'm dropping Catherine off. She's going to spend the night having a sleepover with Nana while I head down to the hospital because Magda is in labor. Her water is actually broken. So I'm here at the hospital. I'm just about to head up to the room. I decided to have a cigarette first and my nerves are a little shaky. I just had the absolute worst cab driver ever. He got me stuck on the highway because he decided not to listen to what I told him and take either Queensway or the service road. But I made it. I finally made it. So we're waiting here outside of the birthing suite. Magda is having her epidural right now. Trust me, you did not want to see her and the pain that she was in when I walked into that room. I think I may have lost a couple fingers. When I go back, Magda hopefully will be in a better mood and maybe we can get her to talk a little bit.
Hey, sweetheart. There you go. Hi, baby boy.
Hi.
So, Anthony Andrew Zita. Born at 7:22 p.m.
These are all of Magda's doctors. This is my little boy.
It was excruciatingly painful. Actually, this time the epidural was a lot more painful to get because my contractions were back to back to back to back.
Can you wave?
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, he's lovely in pink, guys. I know. 3778 grams. 85.
I can put it over top of his little thingy.
I don't feel the stitches right now, so I'm okay.
Alright, so this is my son. This is Prince Anthony Andrew Zita. He is going to be the heir of the Zita Nation. Him and his sister will take over the world. Because he better not get his dad's side, because then he'll be a midget. Chris was the first one to come see him.
First uncle to hold him. And here are the rest of my in-laws. Chris beat you guys to the punch, you know.
He's having his first meal.
Oh,
Look, he's already got 2 presents.
And here's Grandpa getting to hold him.
Here's Uncle Greg getting to hold him for the first time. Oh, and there's Grandma Ula getting to hold him. And there's Grandma Patty. And there's Nana. And there's my dad in the background hiding back there. Those are the 2 men that my son were named after, right there.
I think he's awesome.
Big Anthony and little Anthony.
We took her and checked her and...
Yeah.
I think we guys have birthdays.
Woo woo woo! I'm born now. Well, it is over and done with. The baby is out. Welcome to the world, Prince Anthony Andrew Zita, the future WWE champion and newest member of the Zack Ryder fan club. So this week, we have a very special edition of our Wrestling Rant. Catherine and I head down to a WWE live event. So check out mine and Catherine's experience at a WWE live event. That's right, it's Wrestling Awesome. As Catherine pointed out, we're headed down to the Rico Coliseum.
Do you see the people?
Well, we're down here at the Rico. I've got my partner in crime with me. Great wife, and the next to come into the house show. That's awesome.
Listen to the response when WWE never wants to come here. So we're here at the house show, intermission. I'm sitting with my beautiful little monkey. You see her hair? Doesn't she look awesome? Yeah, we've got popcorn, we've got pop, we've got swag coming out of our buttholes, and the show's been great so far. So hopefully the rest of the show is just as good. We'll show you some Punk, some Cena, and hopefully some Zack Ryder. Woo woo woo!
Ready for the next match?
Yeah, Zack Ryder! I think this might be the first night that Ryder does a job. The inspiration from Zita Nation right there in the ring, boys and girls. Macho Man elbow. Let's go, Cena!
So we are done here at the awesome live event for WWE. It was fantastic tonight. We got to see some great wrestlers. We had great seats. My wife got us fantastic seats, really close to the action. We pretty much had our own row to ourselves. We even had cup holders and food holders. It was a fantastic show. You guys should definitely go see the WWE live events. So next week we'll be back with our normal wrestling rant. But this week, hope you enjoyed our little trip to the WWE live event.
So this is all of the swag that we brought back with us from the wrestling show.
That's it. It's over. It's done. So ends the 108th episode of the revolution that is the Zita Nation. Thank you for joining us here this week, and come back next week for part 2 of our greatest hits episode right here on YouTube. Don't forget to check out all of our other episodes for everything that didn't make the greatest hits list right here on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel, one word, Emperor Zita, right here on YouTube. Pick up your Drop Dead Pinups Electric Night CD, check them out on iTunes, grab one of their t-shirts, and follow them on Twitter for all the news about their brand new album, if it ever comes out, at Drop Dead Pinups. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at what else but Emperor Zita. Plus, go out of your way and head down to Excalibur Comics at 3030 Bloor Street West for all of your comic book conspiracy theory related needs. And that's the bottom line, because Emperor Zita said so.